Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's latest visit to Washington marked a sharp contrast with his earlier encounters at the White House. 6 months ago, his appearance was marred by disputes and criticism. This time, however, his tone, presentation, and diplomatic strategy appeared more carefully calibrated. During a joint summit with President Donald Trump and several European leaders, Zelensky expressed optimism, calling the discussions the best he had experienced to date. The meeting produced the first formal acknowledgement of potential United States security guarantees for Ukraine, a development viewed in Kyiv as a major diplomatic gain. Observers noted that Zelensky's approach was markedly different from his previous visit. He repeatedly expressed gratitude to the United States and to President Trump, addressing concerns that he had been insufficiently appreciative in earlier meetings. In his opening remarks alone, he thanked the U.S. administration several times, setting a positive tone from the outset. Another change was his attire. Previously criticized for arriving in combat clothing, Zelensky this time chose a black shirt and jacket, complying with the request for a more formal appearance. The shift was noted by Trump, who jokingly referenced past criticism from reporters. Zelensky joined in the light-hearted exchange, underlining a warmer atmosphere than before. The Ukrainian leader did not arrive alone. He was accompanied by key figures from Europe, including leaders from the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, Finland, and senior representatives from NATO and the European Commission. This show of unity was interpreted as a demonstration of broad European backing for Ukraine. It also reinforced the importance of multilateral engagement, something Trump has often emphasized in his dealings with allies. Symbolism played an important role in this meeting. Zelensky presented Trump with a personal letter from Ukraine's First Lady, Alina Zelenska, addressed to Melania Trump. The note thanked the U.S. First Lady for raising the issue of Ukrainian children affected by the war. The gesture was widely seen as a deliberate effort to establish a more personal and cooperative tone between the two administrations. While the discussions highlighted new opportunities for progress, underlying differences remained. Trump signaled his willingness to support a peace deal and spoke of potential long-term peace for Ukraine. He also confirmed that the U.S. would play a role in providing security assistance, though he stressed that European countries should bear much of the responsibility for implementation. However, disagreements persisted on key questions, such as Ukraine's potential membership in NATO and the conditions for a ceasefire. Trump dismissed the idea of Ukrainian accession to NATO, while Zelensky refrained from pressing the issue during the talks. Instead, European leaders, notably German Chancellor Friedrich Merz and French President Emmanuel Macron, took a stronger stance on the matter. The discussions also touched on territorial disputes, with Trump suggesting negotiations would need to consider existing front lines. This point revealed possible divergences in approach among Western allies and underscored the complexity of reaching a final settlement. Despite these challenges, the meeting reflected a significant shift in tone. Zelensky's recalibrated diplomatic strategy, marked by gratitude, symbolism, and visible European support, contributed to a more constructive dialogue. While no final agreement emerged, the talks suggested that the prospect of a trilateral meeting involving Russia may be closer than at any time in recent months.